Okay, so we're going to go over the equation of a line. Let's see what you remember from before. Do you recall this equation, first of all, to represent the line? Do you remember what M stands for?
It represents the input.
The x-axis represents the input usually. The M stands for the slope of a line, right? And that is known as the rise over the run. And they even give you a formula to go along with it. So there's so many things that M is technically equal to. In order to solve it, they tell you to take y2, subtract y1, divided by x2, subtract x1. That's how we find the slope of a line, okay? And B is the y-intercept. Okay, so both going to be important for what we're about to do. The question says that we have a line that has a slope of 1 over 4. But instead of telling us the y-intercept, they say it passes this point. So it passes through 4, 2. So this makes it a little harder for us to develop our equation of a line. What we're going to do is we're going to plot our point. Okay. Now, we have 4, so we go over 4. That's the x value. And the y value is 2, so we go up 2. So we know the line goes through this point. So we can graph this. This is not that hard to graph because they've told us this is the slope. Well, this slope is our m, okay, which is equal to rise over the run. So what that means is our rise is 1 and our run is positive 4. So we go up 1 and we run 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our next point. Right? And we can repeat that again. The only thing is it won't fit on here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we can do the opposite, right? Because they are both positive. We can also change both of them. We can go down 1 and to the left 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll be on the exact same line here. Okay, so we've graphed this line. That's great. And because we've graphed the line, we actually pass exactly through a y-intercept, it looks like. Looks like the y-intercept is 0 and 1. Okay, that makes it easy. We can draw our line, okay, y equals the slope, our m, okay, mx plus b. So we know we can replace the m with 1/4 and the b with the value of 1, right, positive 1. And here's our equation of a line. But they didn't really ask us to graph it, and they didn't say graphing was wrong. But another way we can solve this is by algebra. Okay, so let's say we didn't have a graph, and we wanted to solve this. So let's go a little deeper into this. We have our equation y equals mx plus b. So we have our m plus b, and they told us in the question the slope was 1 over 4. Right? That was the slope, or in our case, our m value. So we replace m with 1 over 4. We still have y equals 1/4 times x plus b. They also told us there was a coordinate of 4 and 2. These represent an x and a y value. In other words, what it's saying is we can replace the x and the y in this equation with those numbers. And then the only variable left will be the b. So let's solve it this way and see if we get the same answer we did before. Y is 2. So we have 2 equals, okay, so we replaced y with 2. We still have 1/4. And our x value happens to be 4. So we replace x with 4 plus our b. Okay. Well, now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply. This is 1/4 times 4. And that's going to be a value of 1. So 1 plus b. And the 2 still on the left side of the equation. The goal is to isolate b. So because we want to isolate b, we bring 1 over. Do you know what it becomes on the other side?
Negative.
That's right. So 2 minus 1 is b. And what is 2 minus 1?
1.
And that's the exact same y-intercept we found before. So using this method, we take our equation, our slope, and our b, and we go y equals 1/4 x plus 1. Identical to how we found it when we were graphing. So whether we're given a graph or just the information, we're able to solve for the equation of the line. We have two methods there. We can graph it and look at it, or we can do the algebra behind it and solve it.